everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Callie's in the Kitchen. I am putting aside my NicPro, which is a 1-to-1 ratio medium viscosity resin. I'm putting aside, well, it ended up being 23 grams, so that's what I'll use. In here, I've got some pigment paste. I don't remember the color. It was the name of the color. It's a gorgeous color, and it's from Laura's Art Corner. So I'm putting a nice amount. Well, I don't want to be too much or too little. And since I have only 23, I'm still trying to decide how much to put. So that's how much. Pastes are wonderful, but it's hard to sort of repeat for me because you can't count the drops. So that's the only challenge for me. Now this color looks really light, but I don't want it to overpower and move in too much into my center, so I might put in just a little bit more. The mold I have here is the Scalloped edge mold that I found on Etsy, I believe. Yes, Etsy. It's it's one that I've been looking for quite a while. I've used it quite a bit. It's a nice size mold. It's not too I put in just a little bit more. It's not too big and it's not too small, like coaster size. So I have so many coasters that I would love to have like a little table outside my home and just say coasters available, because I'm not able to sell my pieces. So I just don't have time to market it. And I do it as a hobby, and I give a lot away. And then sometimes I have someone who really likes my work and orders a special one. So I appreciate that. So the NicPro, I mixed up 200 grams in total. I am now going to pour a layer on the edge. It's a very light color. I'm just doing this just to do a little different edging. And I am going to be pouring a 3D bloom. I saw on Instagram, and I wish I saved it, on how someone had dropped in their alcohol inks, and I thought, oh, I want to try that. That's really cool and different. So let me just add it here. Let's see, shall I use all of it? Yeah, I don't have that much left, so I might as well. So I must admit, I did try this yesterday. Unfortunately, I used a gray background, and oh, you couldn't even see my blooms, so I was really disappointed. I will try and remember to show it to you. Okay, now I'm going to pour the rest of it, except for some, for my white. So first I'm going to pour in the center. And then before I finish that off, I'm going to pour aside 30 grams for my white. And 30 grams or 20 grams is easy for me because then I know it's 1 drop per 10 grams on my white, and I'm going to be using Castincraft. I did let my resin this time sit to 33 degrees, only because I was doing having to mix this, so I thought I'd better just decant a little sooner. So what I might do is wait a little longer before I start piping. So I'm going to use as much of the resin that I mixed up. I was hoping it was a lot more than that, higher up, because I've left myself quite a bit of room needing to put a back coat now, which I was going to anyway, but I was hoping to do less. So my notes did say that before I was able to do 200 grams, so I might have to do more just to be safe on when I do my back coat. I usually do like 100, but I think I'm going to have to do more. All right. Let me torch this. Okay, I'm going to drop in a little, I don't know why I'm using colorful. I think because I want to bring the, oh, I don't know. We'll just see if this works out. So a little glitter mix of sort of a rainbow color. It's such a dull, gray, wet day here in Seattle, Washington area. I live outside of Seattle, but we have the same weather, and it is just gloomy. So I wanted to brighten my day up, so I thought I'd do a colorful bloom. Well, at least use quite a bit of colors. So let's see if I can do something there. Looks pretty good. Okay, so this was the cool way of dropping inks. So I am using the Let's Resin alcohol. This is a box ink set. And I'm going to do green first. And then I'm going to do blue. It's actually cerulean. Cerulean? Oops, I didn't open that, did I? I need to get my little thumbtack that comes in this box. They give you a little plastic, some thumbtacks in there. I thought I used this color before, but I guess I haven't. Okay, so you just kind of poke a hole in there. So now it's going to be the blue. Oops, yeah, that didn't quite come out. Okay, cerulean, sorry, not blue. And I'm going to do yellow. Okay, so while that settles, I'm going to mix up my white, which is Castincraft. So let me do that, put it in my cup, I'm in my piping bag, and I'll be right back to you. So it's 30 grams, so it's going to be 3 drops of this Castincraft. See you shortly. Okay, I put actually 3 and a little bit more because it wasn't dark enough for me, and you can still see the stick, which is okay. So I'm going to put it in my piping bag now. At least I spared you the time of the stirring, because I do like to stir pretty well. So I do stir for a long time. Okie doke. Getting my piping bag ready. And I'm going to cut about that much. See my stream? Yep. I'm going to try to do a pretty thick one in the center. Let's see if I can do it. Yep, that's how thick I wanted it. And then I'm going to do sort of a wavy, or maybe like this, sort of the shape of the mold. As I'm doing this, I'm making sure I'm, I don't know, those might cause some blobbies, so I think I better just stick to the wavy spiraling. Whoopsie. Now I don't want to go all the way to the edge of where the red is, but my ink, I placed it a little maybe too far out, so I'm going to have to. And that's okay, because I still have quite a bit of white available, so that's good. Probably could have used a little less. Let me see. I'm up there, so I'm going to just put one more here. Okay. I'm going to use my dotting tool, and very carefully I'm going to come in on the greens. Oops. Wipe off my dotting tool. Come in on the blue. Yeah, I'm just going to do the, then I'm actually going to go here and here. I'm going to sort of do it in between already. My dotting tool is not touching my mole on the bottom at all. I'm making sure, but I'm pulling it through deeply. Bring this in. I'm going to wait a little second. Now, on these, I'm just going to pull them out just to there, not all the way. See, just kind of making that little pattern there. Just at the point. There we go. Now, this part I always worry. So we shall see if those close. Not sure what that is over there. There's something there. What is that? Oh, I got it. Yay. All right. There's something over here. I'm kind of liking how this, the red is kind of coming to the edge there. And then I like this. I don't know if you can see it. Let me bring you down a little bit. How this mold is naturally creating those little, I don't know what you call them, but it's cool. All right, so I will torch and see, and then I will come back for the top coat or back coat. Hello again. So it looks like that has settled, cured. I have got some resin here, and I used transparente. I am going to put in a couple drops of the Let's Resin Black Epoxy Resin Pigment. So I'm going to do one, 2, come on, and then I'm, oh boy, using a white stick, oh Callie, and then I'm going to, well, okay, that's a little light, then I'm going to add some Just Resin Violet. It's a ink, it's not a paste, well, it's kind of a tint, so let's just see how it does. 3, I think it was 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how that is. Ooh, more purplish. Okay, well, it's kind of violet. This violet and purple. Okay. I'm hoping this dark, yeah, I think that's going to be a good shade. I'm going to put a little bit more violet, actually, because when I look on the stick, there's some more black, but maybe I need to stir it better. So let me just fast forward if you'd like. I'm just going to keep stirring, and I'm going to add a little bit more. Oops, that was 1, 2. Ooh, that went 3. Ooh. Okay. Let's just, I like to clean up as I go, so sorry about that. Okay. Ooh, so this violet color to me looks like I'd call it purple. But there's a little tinge of black, so maybe, you know, that'll be a nice combo. But when I did it the first time, as I mentioned, I put gray, and it didn't really pop. So I'm hoping the dark background will. Now I know that, you know, black is a safe color, and I've used that quite a lot. So I thought I'd go for something a little different. So let me do this. All right, here we go. So this time I did 110 a total of, because I felt like I had more room. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Let it go do its thing. And then I might just help it a little and then pour the rest of it. Oh, okay, good. I think I'm getting the feel for this particular mold. Yeah, I think that's, ooh, yes. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, better not yay, yay, yay too soon in case it overflows. All right, so I'm gonna heat gun it, and then I'm gonna torch, and I will see you for the unmolding.